So let's see. Actually, that's funny because this is probably cheaper than some Neo Geo games. They got the price on like a Neo Geo system here, and I'm like, some of these games are worth way more than even the inflated cost, just because of how rare they are now.
Yeah.
PlayStation games, yeah, $50 in 1995. N64 games, $50 in 1996. Game Boy Color games, $34.99. Dreamcast games were $50. Yeah, I remember that. $50 PS2 games. Yep, I remember that because I definitely bought some of them. Game Boy Advance games. Oh, $35.99. That's interesting. I always thought they were like $39.99. GameCube games were $50. Xbox games, I believe, were $50 also. Yeah, Nintendo DS games. This says that they were $35. PSP games, yep, $50. Bought a bunch of those. Actually, I only bought a couple. You could bootleg like every game. Incredibly easy. Yo, Jester, what's up?
Yeah,
Rob, how's it going?
We sent out your stuff today.
Yeah. Just done playing some Arena with a few friends in the background playing Paper Magic. Also opening up a new set. Nice. Packing up quick and heading home. Brought the remaining viewers here. Nice. We were looking over the price of games over the year because we were trying to remember how much they were. And they've been around a pretty good average. Damn, PS3 games were $60? I totally forgot about that.
No, I knew those were $60.
Yeah, I knew Wii games were $50. Yeah, and 3DS games were $40. So...
Yeah, it's like... weird, actually, how much they haven't changed. That actually is interesting to think about, too, because... You know, like how most...
Yeah, they've remained somewhere. They've gone up a little bit, but not
like
insanely much.
Which is kind of weird, actually, considering a lot. Because imagining the cost of games is probably higher now.
Yeah,
and are they?
Like I said, even Sega Genesis games were $50 brand new back in the day. So
my other question, then, though, does the price of the game account for all of the DLC you have to buy now too?
No, that's not what this is counting, obviously.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just thinking about that.
This is just a physical copy of the game.
I'm just thinking of that as a whole, because like.
Yeah, we're redoing this one. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's scanned. I think he's gonna send it over tomorrow. He's just gonna like fix it up real quick.
Yeah, I didn't have as much time today because I actually had to work from home, and then we had to go out and go.
Yeah, so then you can have the digital one.
Yeah.
Also, but it's coming in the mail. I think it said it should be there around Tuesday. Should be at your parents' place by Tuesday. So just let them know it's coming.
But yeah, we're redoing this one. Wes said the face was bad, and he was right, so...
Is that just because you always agree, or I'm a little confused here?
No, because...
Oh.
Because it probably was.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, this looks better already. Yeah, the eyes look really good.
No, this is not me memeing, this is correct.
Oh, okay.
Look, just because...
Shocked!
Just because we're on stream...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's also going to do the bottom half red again. I can see the little line is there.
Yeah, I wanted to keep... because I really liked that aspect of it, and that's one of the reasons why I was a little hesitant on redrawing it. It's because there was parts of it I really liked.
Yeah, I thought everything was good. I just thought the face looked a little weird.
Yeah, that's so weird to think about that games haven't changed that much in price.
Yeah, I feel like I looked that up a while ago, so I'm not too shocked. It is just a thing you don't think about much.
Yeah.
Because normally everyone's like, well, everything's going so expensive. But, I mean, like, they've gone up like $20, $30, sometimes just $10 compared to the system, you know? And they'll go up and down, which was weird, because, like, Genesis games were like $60, it said, I think, or something like that, or 50 to 60, you know? And then, like... And also, definitely
like that first thing talked about how the games are more expensive at the beginning sometimes, and then they'll kind of hit. I feel like mid or near the end of a life cycle, some of the newer games get cheaper. I feel like that happened on PlayStation, like 3 and 2.
I could believe that.
Or even if a game was brand new, it would be a little cheaper.
But I don't know if that's right.
That sounds right.
All right, man. Yeah, if we're still here, drop on in. But I do know they always are a bit more expensive than you remember. Because usually, if you're a kid, you weren't like
Shelling out most of the money for them.
Yeah, definitely not. But again, it's just bizarre to hear.
Yeah. The real issue is that I feel like they should get a little cheaper at least because they don't need to like a physical thing. That's the kind of thing I think was a little weird that they still have one that plays discs.
Yeah, but some people just like the physical copy.
Yeah, that's my other thing though is that like I feel like I don't know that should be like you don't even need a disc almost for that. I'm not sure.
It's kind of weird.
It's tough. I mean, like
I feel like it doesn't get you much because you still have to install the disc and download all the other stuff and download the patch.
Well, even like that and stuff like that, the disc itself is more prone to just damage.
Yeah.
Like the thing that really matters is like the box.
Yeah, I think that what they should do is they should just sell boxes. Honestly, like whenever they decide to quit doing like that, they should sell just a really nice box and collectible shit that goes with the box.
I honestly understand. One of the other things I'm thinking about too is like
a lot of those limited releases.
I know that what is it? What's it called?
Or limited run.
Like you probably also think about this too is just like how most game stores need actual physical copies so they can sell them.
That's true. Again, like that's so weird to me. Like I feel like GameStop was probably saved by this fucking meme thing because like I feel like they're a store that should have failed a long time ago.
I don't know about a long time ago.
Or at least like recently. GameStop felt like the last part of Blockbuster that hadn't left.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest. And you can tell because they had to change up like all of their stuff.
Yeah.
Which like I'm glad they did, you know, like that's a smart move to like try and stay relevant.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess it's also just because I don't play games as much. And when I go there, it's like I remember when GameStop sold all the games I would want to play.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I walk in and I see nothing I want. So it's one of those things, I guess. So it's like, why am I here? Usually I'm only there because I'm there with you to go get something.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of weird to even be in a GameStop now.
That and the GameStop we went to got rid of the nice case with all the statues and stuff in it.
Yeah.
That was the only... I liked looking at that, so... It's like, well, now I have nothing to look at when I go to the GameStop.
It's probably because it wasn't selling.
Oh, yeah, my guess is hell, no way it was selling.
And they're like, well, if it's not selling, then why do we have it out here?
Yeah, because you can probably get those figures
Either the same price or cheaper on Amazon.
Yeah, probably. That's another thing, too, is like, yeah, like that's another thing. Like, most people don't even want to go out anymore.
Yeah.
For their
to be fair, I'd probably also rather buy them anyway from, like, Right Stuff or someone, you know?
Yeah.
Than, like, even go to a GameStop just to see what they have. Because
it's different than, like, you know, back in the day,
before the internet was huge, it's like, you would just go to the mall to see what was there.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what is at this store? I don't know, because everything they have, I can't look online and see if they have it in person.
Yeah.
I have to go to the store, I have to look through everything, and, you know, you might find something you like, you might not find anything you like, but you went there to see what was there.
Yeah.
So, and plus,
since, like a GameStop or an EB or, you know, things like that sold used games, you had to go to the specific one, because you're hunting for stuff.
Right.
To see what you can find if you're looking for a hard to get game. So that's why I still like going to those used game stores.
Or
but
like
GameStop to me is barely a used game store because, you know, I mean, they're used games on the current system, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, well, if I'm not looking for like a $10 cheaper version of Sekiro, you know.
Yeah, they're not usually anything like super rare either. It's just like, you know, just generic. What's actually?
Yeah, because they don't take games that are old anymore.
Yeah,
they don't make rare games anymore.
That's true.
They don't make rare games anymore. They make like special editions of things that can be kind of rare, but I don't know who's turning them into a GameStop. You know.
Yeah, most people don't do that. I think most people like will actually go to like an actual like, you know, like what's it called? Like an actual like one of those trade shows.
Retro stores or a trade show or something. Yeah. But yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't know of a PS4. What's a PS4 game that's rare?
I'm gonna go look that up right now.
I couldn't imagine any. I can imagine like the most recent game I can imagine that would be rare is like an Xbox 360 game at best.
Calvin, you're right. When you go on a shopping montage, I fucking love a montage.
I used to, obviously I used to walk in and out of the changing booth about 100 times in different outfits while my friends shook their heads in disapproval. That's like the best part of a shopping montage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Rob says they sell older gen stuff, but only online. I had forgot about that. You know that? But that does, but like you're saying, thus defeating the purpose of the brick and mortar store. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, the brick and mortar store is not for that audience.
Yeah.
So, the brick and mortar store is for the people who are like, I just want the newest game, or like the mom who is like, I need a game for my kid and I don't understand gaming.
Yeah.
That's always going to be valuable.
And also are like the old the people that are like our gen or like kind of our age where we're like we still want to go out and do things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Their prices are higher than more retro stuff though, but they have they have more of a selection. Yeah. Again, like my other issue with like retro stuff is buying it online. I don't get to see it in person. Like I guess if there's a lot of really nice picks, it'll be okay, but the thing is like
I need 2 different versions of Magic Knight Aerith, and I need them all to have the stickers. And I don't trust someone online for that.
That's all reasonable.
Like, I'm not gonna pay like $400 or whatever it is now for that shit to have that get lost in the mail either.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So I want that in person.
And I want it in writing.
Yeah. Battery's running low. How much time do I got? Oh, fuck the light lighting up. Hold on. Fuck the lighting up, chat.
Trying to check my battery. There we go.
Yeah, like I don't want to buy all 8 copies of Alundra online.
Yeah.
I loosely collect. I used to more actively collect Working Designs games. So if you don't know about Working Designs, they're a video game company from the 90s to the like mid 2000s, early 2000s. But they would do a lot of like really nice releases of stuff, and they would also have a lot of different variants of all their games. So some of the PS1 games, like I believe, like I said, PS1, I think Alundra has 8 different variant arts on the disc. And the game comes with a cloth map. So technically, if you wanted to fully have everything, you would need 8 copies, and all of them need the map. So, or like Arc the Lad, where it's like the box comes with, I think the variant on that is the memory card holder, and there's disc art variant and memory card holder variants. So you would need to get all the different disc arts, and still between them have all 3 different memory card variants. So that's the stuff I would only go to a show to buy.
Yeah.
Because I can look at it in my hand and be like, okay, they're not trying to fuck me over with some weird lighting, or it's not whatever. It's like, I'm good with this exact condition in my hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am perfectly fine with this being associated with my good name. That's my real issue. I kind of want to flip back through that Lunar 2 strategy guide. I keep seeing it on the shelf, and I'm like, man, that is a top quality book.
Mm-hmm.
That even has like manga pages from like fan manga that was in a magazine.
Dojinshi.
Yeah. They're not translated though. Or well, I think they have a translation underneath them, but they're not like scanlated over or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So
it's just funny to.
Yeah, technically that is the Dojinshi.
Yeah.
So. Oh, that's what I got up to look for. Was to see if there were any rare, like, PS4 games.
Which we both said doubt.
Yeah, I'm not sure. There might be, like, some really cool limited editions or something. Let's see. I always use price charting for my video game prices. PlayStation 4. Sort by.
I imagine there's probably like some weird Japanese game we're just not thinking of.
There's probably some stuff I've just forgot about from being out of gaming. So like, let's see what we got here. And just like I figured, they'd be consoles. Would be the first few things. The PS4 Pro 1 terabyte Kingdom Hearts 3 console is the most expensive PS4 thing listed on here.
Of course, it's Kingdom Hearts related.
Yes. I believe these were really hard to get, weren't they?
Yeah,
weren't
they
they
were.
like instantly sold out the second they were announced?
That's right. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, that happens a lot with some of these ones where like the consoles are really expensive. I think DS is like that, where a lot of the more expensive stuff is the consoles or the handhelds, you know. Let's see. We've got a game listed as Poop Slinger, which is very expensive. Let's see what that is. Poop Slinger. What is this game?
What is it, chat?
It has a release date of April Fool's 2019, though, which I like. What is the story behind this game?
Why is it so damn expensive?
Yeah. I've got the back of the game. The text says, grab hold of your favorite poop slinger, load it with your favorite poop, and start slinging. Poop Slinger is a casual poop launcher game where poop and slingshots combine for one heck of a smelly experience.
Alright then. Things I really didn't think I needed to know about. But here we
Yeah,
are.
is this like some sort of weird, like super limited release, like an indie game or something? I'm gonna go look this up. Yeah, here, I'll show you guys. It's this game. Is there like a wiki page for this or something?
I would be very shocked if there was.
I was just looking for like a good page to show it on. This is the PlayStation Store picture for it. So I'm guessing it's like a just super rare physical edition of it. So it probably was like one of those limited run games or something.
Probably, yeah.
It says there are only 84 copies of this game in existence. At least accounted for.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And apparently, the release of this, it says, bankrupted the physical publisher of the game.
Oh, nice.
So,
You love
yeah, it says, months before its release, developer Diggity.net was contacted by a company going by the name Limited Rare Games. Okay, I saw that on the back of the thing. I thought it was like Limited Run or something.
Yeah, I'm not
the light here.
Well, hold on. I need to.
I just saw the.
I just need to. I was checking to see what we're looking at. I do need the light for one more thing.
Okay.
So I just needed to. There it is.
So what was I reading? Let's see. Company going by the name Limited Rare Games to publish a limited print run physical release of their game Poop Slinger for the PS4. This was the first time they ever had dealings with a physical release of any of their titles. Alright, let me get the light back on here, people. They accepted the offer. Similarly, this was to be Limited Rare's first and only physical release. So So it says Limited Rare was supposedly based in South Carolina, run by a single Russian individual. Interesting. All right, I think it was probably Vladimir Putin himself.
Probably, yeah.
This is easily a plan to destroy America that just went sideways.
It's like with
claims to have taken out a loan from the bank to fund the release, as Sony's policy dictates a minimum quantity order of 1,000 copies. We know that at least this many were manufactured. Okay, so there's allegedly 1,000 of them, but only 84 have been sold. Huh. Went on sale April 1st, 2019 for $33.99. Yeah, and then that was about it.
Alright then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it goes on to say that, like, the website it was being sold on looked real janky. Like, they messed the price. Yeah, this looks crazy. Yeah, and, like, the other thing is that, yeah, exactly, I saw this on the back of the box. Their logo is a knockoff of Limited Run, of the other video game company.
Oh, really?
That's why I thought it was them at first. And then I had to actually read it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, it's the same font and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's an article about it. This is what I'm reading off of.
What an interesting...
So this is the rarest PS4 game. And this was what I could not have accounted for. This was my kind of known unknown of, like, the PS4 pricing thing. Other than, like, fucking consoles. Also, let's see. The Assassin's Creed Origins Legendary Edition is the next game.
Huh.
Next game that is rare. These are both, like, $500 plus games.
Huh. Interesting.
Then after that, we have some more consoles. Then there's a weird version of Destroy All Humans.
Interesting. Okay.
That is expensive. Some sort of limited run release of it or something. Darksiders 3 Apocalypse Edition. Yeah, so these were all special edition games, except for the Poop Slinger one, which I don't know if I said in my, like, possibilities of what is expensive on here.
I don't believe so.
Because, like, usually special editions are going to be more expensive on newer things. Because, again, a lot of the time you had a digital option now. Or, like, people just don't care enough to spend the, like, some of those things are like $200, $300 or whatever to get sometimes. But you'll get, like, a nice statue and everything, too. And then you end up, like, my friend in Denton, though, has every fucking video game statue. And he has a room that has a fucking pile of amiibos, like, fucking, I don't know, waist high or some shit, 20 amiibos deep, I feel like. He's got every amiibo. It's insane.
Okay.
Yeah, so after that, we've got kind of like a laundry list of weird special editions. There's a Jack and Daxter collector's edition for some game that's worth some money. Oh, damn. I didn't see this. There's a cool, like, Final Fantasy Remake special edition that comes with, like, Cloud on a motorcycle with a statue.
That's cool.
That's a statue, yeah. Yeah, all these ones that had statues were really cool. That was, like, a huge thing from, like, for the PS4 era, I feel like, especially.
Oh, yeah.
Like, PS3 had plenty of those games, too, I think. But I know PS4 era, man, there was, like, so many special editions had statues.
Yeah. I mean, they were good.
Yeah, it's a thing that, like, you can't get in digital.
Yeah.
So.
Which, yeah, I think they should definitely...
Which is what I feel like most physical releases, you know, should really be doing.
Yeah, lean
Otherwise, there's really no point. Like, why would I spend $70 on Demon Souls to get just a disc and a case when I could spend $70 on it and download it anyway? And I'm going to need to download all the updates and all the patches and everything anyway.
Yeah. It is interesting, though. And
I don't really know, like, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I don't actually know, like, can you still play your games if you're not signed in on, like, whatever it's called now, PlayStation SuperNet or something, the thing you have to pay for, because you have to pay for online now? Oh, like, can you even just play games without being on that?
I mean, I'm playing my PS4 and not online.
Well, that's PS4, though.
I don't know about PS5, though. I don't own one.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I know that Xbox One made it so you couldn't play unless you were hooked up to the internet.
Yeah, that's the thing is I also don't know about that much because I know like that was a huge thing on PC, you know, because of like DRMs and other things like that.
Yeah, I just know that everyone was mad when you had to do that on Xbox One.
So, because if it was like that, and then your game can't play without connecting to some network, then you can't be like, well, if I have no internet, at least I can play it.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of what people will say sometimes. So, I don't know. I'm going to go get a drink. I'm going to get my battery from the other room because this is dying. So, oh, hold on. Here we go. Okay. Kelvin says, yeah, they're trying to push DRM and people weren't ready back then. Yeah, I'm wondering about now. Like, yeah, now no one cares. Yeah, like, do you know, like, if I have a PS5, can I play that offline? I don't actually know. The camera got like real fuzzy. Why, I don't know. Oh, wow, that's a crazy fuzzy. Oops, hold on, let me fix this shit. Come on.
You might want to get the battery before you try fixing it.
Yeah, that's true. Hold on. It's just like really fuzzy. I might have to reset it real quick. Up to, no one cares up to a point, or you can only play so much without being online. I'll be back.
Yeah, I think, I mean, like, I care only, like, a little bit. Like, I don't mind not being online. I just do think it's annoying when I'm like, look, I just want to load the game. I don't want to have to go through all the hoops of, like, all right, you want to load this game up. Here's, you have to make sure you're attached to the, this port. You have to make sure that the Wi-Fi is capable of going on. And, like, sure, the internet is, like, much better than it was back in the day, at least in my house. But, like, man, like, back when we were, like, trying to do internet stuff, it was just not nearly as good, because internet quality was not very high.
What were you saying?
I was talking about, like, how, like, getting the internet on like, a PS3 was a pain in the ass.
Yes.
Getting on PS4 is, like, whatever, but it's annoying that you have to pay for it. No, wait, no, that's not the PS4, is it?
I thought you had to pay on PS4 towards the end.
I don't remember because, like, again, like, there's a bunch of games you could just play and you didn't have to be online to play.
Oh, that's true.
As for now, I don't know what the answer is.
Oh, I'm gonna reset this camera real quick. Still a little fuzzy? No, it's better now. Does that look a little better?
Yes.
Okay. But it's a little more orangey. Which is kind of funny.
I mean,
like the top part looks orange on the screen. It's kind of funny looking. But yeah, that would be my main concern is like, because if you can't even play the game without, the day one patch update, and then, so if you didn't have the internet,
Yeah. But to be fair, it's also weird too now because internet is considered a basic human right now. So I don't know. Like.
Yeah, but I just know that like that was, at least back in the day, that was kind of the thing of like, well, if I have the physical copy, I won't need the internet to go get it. Like if I have the DVD of it, I can play it. That kind of thing.
That makes sense.
So it's like, yeah, if I have my PlayStation 1 with my PlayStation 1 copy of Final Fantasy VII, I can play that pretty much, anytime I want if I have electricity. I don't need to get on the internet.
Okay.
Now, I don't know why I wouldn't have the internet, but sometimes people would use that as an argument.
Right.
Yeah, a basic human right we still have to pay quite a bit for. Yeah, exactly.
Look, other countries care about that stuff. That's not for America. We have freedom here. You have the freedom to not get basic human rights.
And we have chosen.
Yeah.
Quite often.
We have the freedom to elect people who don't believe in basic human rights.
Or who think the internet is a series of tubes.
Yeah. So.
Rip that guy.
Again, oh dude, rip, man. That was, what's his name? Something Kennedy, right? I think. It's been forever.
Yeah. He's been dead for forever.
He's been dead so long now, man. Fucking, that guy was a meme. He was from Alaska, so
Yeah.
of course he didn't know what the internet was.
Of
They didn't
course
even have it back then.
Yeah. They don't even have it
No
now.
one had got the wires up there through the snow.
I don't even think they have it now, to be honest with you, Chad. All they can do is just look at Russia all day.
That's all they can do. You can see Russia from Sarah Palin's house still. To this day. It doesn't even have to be a clear day. I've seen it on cloudy days.
Even on a cloudy day, man.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other weird ones? Well, that seems like the absolute weirdest PS4 game. I'm gonna go down a bit more, but after that it drops off pretty much to like almost exclusively consoles all the way down until you get to like. Oh, there's a Resident Evil 7 Collector's Edition. Is that the one that comes with the candle?
No. Oh, I have never seen this. It comes with like a model of the house. And is that an actual VHS tape or it's just made to look like one? My guess is just made to look like one.
That'd be fucking awesome if it was just an actual.
It was an actual VHS tape. That's totally worth the money.
Oh, very much so, yeah.
Yeah. What does this come with? Can I get like a really nice... What's the price? What does this come with? Oh, that's the Village one. I don't want that. GameStop. Get out of here. Go home, you're drunk.
Get out of here, GameStop. No one likes you.
Yeah, go back to the stock market. Alright. I think... Well, that's tough. What is that exactly? The Mansion Music Box, which plays a sample of the game's version of Go Tell Aunt Rhody. Collector's Edition will feature a 4 gig USB drive in the shape of the game's mysterious dummy finger. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, that's cool. You get a finger USB drive? That's cool.
That is cool.
It says a VHS tape box. I'm guessing this is like it holds something? I don't know why. I don't know what goes in this box.
What's in the box?
Yeah, what's in the box? And a, quote, creepy note. I like that. There's some other stuff too listed, but that's pretty cool. You get like a model of this house.
Yeah, that's actually pretty sick.
That's pretty neat. I don't know how big that is, but I think it's the music. Is that the music box thing? Yeah, it says Mansion Music Box. So I guess you can open it and it'll play music or something?
Possibly.
That's pretty cool. Huh. Yeah, video game collecting is fun. I enjoy that even more than playing the games, honestly.
Wes is that villain from Pokemon Movie 2000.
Yes, I am. Why would I fight the Pokemon when I can collect them?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Dude, that movie's actually not that bad. Except for the
Right.
part where Ash talks. Ash talks. Lugia talks.
Yeah, Lugia talks, yeah.
Lugia,
You're gonna head out, Ash? Alright. Have a good night.
Because I think Lugia does Lugia talk in the Japanese version?
I don't know, probably.
I would hope not.
I barely remember him talking at all, so I've seen that movie probably a combined like 3 times.
Yeah.
And one of those times was in theaters. So
It's true. Yeah, that was a good time.
that was cool.
That was definitely cool to go see that in theaters.
I love the art on that poster where the kid looks nothing like Ash.
Oh, yeah.
If you actually look at them, they don't look like Ash.
They're not. They don't look like him at all. It's
yeah,
great.
they thought they could hide it in the like weird sunbeams and shit.
Yeah.
You can't. It looks terrible.
Go home, random artist. You're drunk.
Yeah, go home. Come on. Go back to Spain. All right? Go
Oh
back
my
to doing
God.
restorations.
Oh my god. Look, that movie poster still looks good. Don't you dare besmirch the name of Spain in such a way. Saying the art might actually look kind of good.
My god. Well, there's a Resident Evil 2 one that comes with like a Leon statue. That's pretty cool. But yeah, most of these are kind of just a bit of what I would expect, like, quote, limited edition and collector's edition types of games. There's not a lot of games like this poop game, you know, where there are just no copies of them.
Which is really that
which is much more common on older systems.
Which is really interesting though, to just say like Yeah, it's just this weird poop game, man.
Yeah, the most expensive PS4 game is a poop slinging game. It's a poop slingshot game. Never forget that, Chad.
Never forget.
Never forget. Let that haunt your nightmares.
Remember where you were when you found out the most expensive PS4 game is about poop.
Yeah.
I bet you Josh probably knew that. If any one of my fucking people in my life knew about this poop game, it would be him.
Damn. You need to set him up. You need to ask. Hey, do you know what the most expensive PS4 game is?
He's probably asleep right now, so I can't ask him, but
Yeah.
I will ask him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all like collector's edition, X edition thing, or like accessories or consoles. I'm trying to find just a normal game.
Wow.
Godzilla, that's what we've got. A game labeled simply Godzilla. That's the next one down. That's just a game. Just a hard to get game. Not a limited edition or collector's edition one. That's really interesting. There's also a game called 1001 Spikes. Is this a volleyball game? No. This looks like some sort of weird adventuring game or something. Oh, what is this game?
Huh. Interesting. I would have definitely guessed volleyball game, actually.
I thought for sure it was a volleyball game. What is this game? Okay, so this is a physical release of some digital-only game. But what is this game about? We've got Crocodile Dundee mixed with Nathan Drake, kind of.
Alright, I'm sold.
Alright.
You sold me.
Jim Hawkins, the world-renowned archaeologist, has gone missing while exploring the frozen reaches of Antarctica. Before his disappearance, he entrusted his son, Abon? I guess that's the name? A-B-A-N? Aban? Ebon? I'm not sure.
It's actually pronounced Abar, the first Black Superman.
Oh, that just looks like an N? You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. With a map to the long-forgotten ruins of Ukampa Temple in South America, along with a letter warning that death awaits behind its every corner. Can Avon survive the endless traps of Ukampa and surpass his famous father once and for all?
No, I'm gonna guess no.
This is for 1 to 4 players.
1 to 4 players? What the fuck?
Yeah, 1 to 4 players.
Huh, that's weird. I would never have guessed.
What does this look like? I want to see this gameplay. The first video comes up from IGN. It says, "How hard is 1001 Spike?"
Pretty fucking hard.
Oh, it's like a side-scroller game.
Interesting.
Oh, that's cool. It looks like fucking, it's got a little bit of Ninja Gaiden elements. I saw him, like, hanging on the side there.
Huh.
And also they're playing as, like, a ninja character, but...
Interesting.
Yeah, so this is actually, like, a 2D platforming game.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's
for sure.
really cool. Yeah. It's only, like, 15 digital, but it's, like, 100 plus for a physical copy.
Things you find on the internet, man.
Yeah. Versus, like, let's see what PS3 is.
Yeah, there are probably a lot more rare PS3 games if I had to guess.
Yeah. Let's see. They still all start out with a lot of, like, X edition things, though.
Yeah, I mean...
The most expensive being Uncharted 2. Fortune Hunter edition.
Huh.
At, like, a ton of fucking money. Oh, dude, you get a fucking dagger with it?
Oh, man. And that dagger looks like it's the one from the Shadow. I forgot that they had that in Uncharted 2.
So that probably means why it's more expensive is that I'm guessing the dagger.
You get this giant replica dagger thing with it, which is pretty sick.
I'm guessing it's the dagger.
And then after that, the next game down, exactly the next game, the second most expensive, NBA Elite 11.
What the fuck?
I have no idea why this is so expensive. This
What?
must be just like...
What the
What
actual...
even is this game?
What the actual...
Oh, because this is like a weird ESPN game or something. This is not like NBA 2K. This is so weird. I've never seen this.
It's bizarre. What is this? Wow, that's so weird.
Yeah.
don't know what to do with my hands, chat.
Yeah, right?
It's so bizarre.
What is this? There was a console to go with it too? This is crazy.
Huh.
This is so weird. Or is that like spray painted? That looks kind of fake. I don't know. A little sketch on that. Yeah, that looks a little fake to me.
Don't look on the up and up.
No, it does not look on the up and up. But I don't know though. It's in some Reddit post, and everyone's kind of like hella sus.
Jude, computer. Time limit.
That's interesting. I did not know there was a random basketball game on PS3 that was a fuckload of money.
That's interesting. Never guessed.
I want to see one of these. This is my goal. I need to see one in real life.
I am a collector.
I still want the Steel Battalion with the controller.
Oh,
I've always
yeah.
wanted to play that. I've only ever like fucked with that controller one time in my life. It was at a store one time. And it wasn't hooked up to the game. It was just sitting on the fucking table. It was on like the desk near checkout. I just started fucking with it like while I was waiting on somebody to do something. That was awesome. Like getting to flip that little thing for the eject button.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So cool. That is really cool.
Most expensive PS4 game.
It's about
Poop slinging.
Poop slinging.
Yep, that's it. You learn something new every day if you try.
Yeah, definitely.
Or you can just become a
Level 100 Metapod.
Honestly, I feel like level 100 Metapod is a little bit better in this scenario, but you know, you know,
That's a tragedy.
you know.
Oh man, I also always wanted one of these too. The PS3s, the 20 gig ones.
Mm.
They were only released at the launch.
And it's interesting, you know the metal trim that a PS3 has?
Yeah.
They do not have that. They're black. It's like black.
It's listed as something like smoky something trim or something.
Yeah. It only has 20 gigs. Everyone joked it was the consolation prize for waiting in line for so long.
And now it's worth $1 million.
No, they're not worth too much.
I like that
It
idea.
just is like interesting to have. I like the way it looks, kind of. It's weird after seeing your PS3 for so long with the metal there.
Yeah, I just want
metal, quote unquote.
the idea of someone being like, "Oh, it's the consolation prize," and then that's the one that ends up being worth a lot of money.
Yeah, it's worth more, but there are other ones that are worth more. But that's because they're like bundled with games.
PS2 has a dick load of like collectible versions.
Yeah, that doesn't shock me.
Like for sure. I have no, I don't have one of them, but I wanted to get the gold one like so bad. I'm so mad because I shelled out the money for like one for the Midnight Blue one. That was like my second favorite one on eBay.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, the fucking gold one was finally up again. It hadn't been up in like 6 months.
Damn.
I was not happy.
And I never saved up enough to get it, so I don't know what it's worth now to get.
I imagine it's probably worth more due to a lot of things going on.
I don't really know. It's surprising. It's like if no one cares about these things, they just kind of stay like slightly expensive forever, but they don't go up much.
Yeah. It's always hard to tell.
Yeah.
Especially when it's, with like...
Collectibles are weird like that.
Yeah, weird collectible items.
Collectibles only start going up when people notice them. Other than that, they kind of like hang around and like slowly gain value.
Yeah.
For the most part. There's usually like at some point there might be a rush on them or something. It depends on what market it is too.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh, I've got time limits stuck in my head, so I keep thinking about our conversation earlier about Jiraiya not, needing to have anything super flashy, and I'm like, I don't know, man, Ninja Rocket Man.
Yeah. Oh, this game. Yeah. See, versus like PS2, like I went to PS2 for PS2 American games,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like the first like 4 games are just really hard to get games that are not part of a bundle. So it's interesting, and then there's more that are like not consoles. Almost none of these are consoles in the top.
Yeah, that's interesting.
At all, actually, it looks like. Because the PS2 there's so many were made. But also, America doesn't have very many different consoles.
No, we don't.
So let's go to like the Japanese side on this. See what they have for PS2 consoles over here. The PSX is the most expensive thing, which is interesting.
That's that big white one?
Yeah.
That's a TiVo.
It's PS2 mixed with a TiVo. So.
I know for like the Genesis, the Japanese games, some of them can be very expensive. The ones that were like the American games that were made later towards the end of the life cycle, like I think the Maximum Carnage game on Genesis or on Japanese like Mega Drive is worth like a bunch of money, but the American one is not worth almost anything.
There's some other ones like that too. But it's been a long time since I've been in that. It's really cool to do that, though. I've just always liked the idea of collectibles.
I don't know what it is. The idea of just like having something and then like it's worth money and it's really cool and it just keeps getting more valuable.
Yeah, I mean, that's like an investment, I guess. Same reason why investors like that kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
I think it's also part of like hunting for that cool thing.
Yeah, the hunt is definitely the best.
The hunt is definitely awesome.
Yeah, maybe next year we can go do the like Denton run again on all the video game stores.
Yeah, I'm down.
See what we can find.
Find copy of Persona 2.
Hey, you never know. We didn't get to go to the more, to the better one, actually.
Yeah, I know. From what you were telling me.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing at the idea of, because we always talk about how the fact that Persona 2, you just find them in buckets.
They were everywhere.
And now they're like,
God, you couldn't get rid of the fucking things, man. They were right there next to Rhapsody or whatever that game is fucking called. They were in the bin.
Rhapsody Blue.
They were in every GameStop. They were like the last PS1 games, almost.
Now look at them.
Yeah, pretty crazy to think about.
Yeah. Things that people value always is interesting to watch too.
Yeah.
As it changes over time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's really interesting to see a lot of stuff like that become worth more money just because like new ones are released.
Yeah.
Which is what's really interesting is like the way the internet works now, you know? It's like Castlevania games, you know? Things like that. Like, how much were they worth before there was a Netflix show, you know?
Yeah, that's a good question. Man.
Things like that, you know?
I imagine they weren't worth very much.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Symphony of the Night was worth money to get, you know? the other thing is that like the retro game market, there were always like these games that always hovered around. They would hover around a price for a long time, but they wouldn't move like up or down too much once they hit them for a while. But that's because it was like in the present, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, and they started to go down some when digital releases were happening. Like, a lot of games are like that. Like, Xenogears was like that. Like, it went down after the digital release.
Which is interesting to think, though. You'd think that, I mean, like, people... no, I guess. That makes sense. I was just thinking, like, people who really want the physical copy would probably start charging more.
The thing was that a lot of those older games, it was like people just really wanted to play them.
Yeah.
So, like, the idea is like, well, now I can play the game and I don't have to buy it.
Yeah. No,
like the expensive version.
Yeah. No, I understand.
So
it's like when you reprint something.
They didn't have like an increase in they didn't have an increase in desire like to own the physical copy.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like Suikoden 1 and 2 are expensive, but there was a PSP remake, and if that had come to America, I would have just got that, and like people would have just gotten that one instead.
So they could play it, yeah.
Yeah, so they could play it.
Things like that.
Like, they were there to make the games more accessible versus those newer things that introduce people to, like, the fandom. They don't have a relation with the games a lot of the time. Like, the
Persona 5.
Persona 5 has no relation or it has nothing to do with making the older game more accessible.
Yeah.
It has everything to do with making the franchise more popular, so people might go look back and now they'll want it.
Right.
But if you can't get it, they're going to want to get it. So, but they have a couple re-releases of some of those games, I think, right? Or digital versions? I'm not sure.
No.
I thought there was like a DS one of some of them. No. Which one was that one then? That's a completely different game?
Those are completely different games. So
okay.
PSP had a remake, a re-release of Persona 2 Eternal Punishment, but we never had Innocent Sin.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly. Ask Ellen on that one.
Oh, okay. I just remember the only Persona 2 game I've ever seen in person is the one that has the girl on it.
Yeah,
that's the girl and like a demon on it.
That's Eternal Punishment.
That's the PS1 that I've seen.
Yeah.
That's the only one I've ever seen.
That's the only one that made it to America, I believe. It was Persona 1 and Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. Never did we have Innocent Sin, if I remember correctly. Okay. All right, I'm going to call it done on this one.
Persona 2 doesn't exist. There's only P5, right?
You're absolutely right. I'm actually, fun fact.
Everything else is just Matt's OCs. Nice.
It's true. I'm actually at the part. I just finished Shido's Palace, and I'm now getting to the point where I need to go fight God. So once I go fight God, all I'll have is 2 months left, and then I'll be done with the game. And
you can go fight Aizen.
Yeah. Wow, spoilers, man. No.
Bro, new character who looks like a villain.
Dude, he looks exactly like Aizen.
He's just Aizen.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that, like, Aizen escaped Bleach and got into this franchise.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck this franchise, I'm done.
Fuck this franchise, I'm dividing by zero to get out.
I'm dividing by zero, activate my Bankai right now. Like, that's it.
I can't prove you wrong, bro. There is no external reality. It's impossible. I can't prove you wrong. Just like you can't prove to the people at the Capitol that they weren't there for the good of America. There is no external reality.
There is no objective reality.
Yeah, there's no objective or external. It's all within your head. You're a creation inside of my head, and I'm a creation within your head.
Okay, yeah, this is way better.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the old one as reference.
Like,
no, this is definitely better. It's just
I think it just looks better.
Yeah, overall.
Even just everything about it now.
Yeah, it's just better in general.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, I did it better, chat. Oh, weird.
I told you, man. Like I said, I don't normally bad talk a piece unless I legitimately just think that it is not, like, as good as you could have done.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I guess that's it for stream tonight. It's already 10 o'clock. Wow.
Yeah.
I was going to try to do some more original content tonight, but we'll save that for tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll still be on tomorrow anyway.
Yeah. We're going to work on this camera, too, just to...
Yeah, I don't know if it's, like, my graphics card or, like... It's just not that great of a camera. Like, it's got good reviews, but
what we might do is we might try hooking up to my computer too, just to be like,
yeah, we'll see what we can do with it.
Exhaust every possible opportunity before we go.
I just don't really want to set everything up on your computer.
That's fine.
That seems miserable. It was really annoying to do this the first time.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
Again,
I know this is like a well-reviewed camera at least, so I don't know. We'll see what we can do. So,
all right. Have a good night, everyone.
Here's an evil weird witch fighting a space centaur wizard dude.
You totally messed it up.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
It's all right.
Could just be some obscure setting in the system. Yeah, I heard this is a Razer Keo, and it has good reviews, but there's like a lot of people that said you really have to fuck with the settings. So, I don't know. But yeah, here, check out a Crazy Wizard Space Battle. So, have a great night, everyone. Thanks for sticking around for like 2 hours and listen to us ramble on about nothing and expensive PS4 poop slinging games. So, I'll catch y'all later.
I mean, that's what the stream is all about.